Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to take another crack at the witness. This is going to be about another error of the witness. I could have done the easy thing, ran away, done some googling, come back, but I can promise you guys I haven't. I wanted to come away with a fresh mind. As I told you on the last video, I felt really tired when I was playing it, so I just wanted to come away with a fresh mind, go at it again. So this is just going to be another hour. It might literally be a waste of an hour. Yeah, trying to figure out what to do with these puzzles and see. And yeah, we'll go from there. So let's see if we can. Okay, it was remembering the controls then. So I remember there was somewhere you had to do the colours. So I'm gonna try that. So let's no, because that's gonna leave them connected there, isn't it? Yep. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what if we do that? And then we do that. And then we do that. No, because you've still got the purple connected, haven't you? Yeah. So that's not gonna work. What if we just literally just do that? No, because you're gonna have the red and the blue connected, aren't you? Okay, we're gonna have to come back to that because I just literally have not got a clue. There's not a little room for each of those. Right, so let's go and have a look what other puzzles we've got. See if there's some I can wrap my head around. We did up there, didn't we? Yeah, we did down there. It's literally over here and then everywhere, isn't it? So I was just staring at my games the other day and I was like, do you know what? I don't think I can leave that where I left it. So that's why I thought I'm gonna come back to it and have a good look. But like I said to you guys, I'm giving you the heads up. It ain't saying we're gonna get any further with the game. It's not saying we're gonna get any further because a lot of these puzzles just literally. I still think you've got to make a shape with this. So then what if you just did that, even though I don't think that's correct. No. What if we did that? No, I'm just trying to think, because it's a 3x1, it's a 3x1, so if you had 3x1, so what if we did? Hang on. I've got a feeling you've got to build these shapes around these ones. So if we do that, then we do that, but you end up with that one there. So if you do that, then you do that, that would incorporate both into that shape. No. What if you just did that? No, just thinking then that would be that, and that would be that way. And it's like that's that way, and that's that shape. Okay, so there's that one. I just still can't understand why you can't do... Why you can't do that. I'm obviously going wrong somewhere along the line. Just try and mimic that shape. I'm honestly confused as heck by it. So if you put that next to it, you'd end up with 3 across and 3 down, wouldn't you? So what if... No, it wouldn't work because it's 4 across. With that you'd have 3. 3. If you put it in there, yeah, actually, what about if you put it in there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'd end up with a block of 6, wouldn't you? I'm honestly really confused by some of these puzzles, and I'm not even going to try and lie about that. I'm absolutely scratching my head at them. I wish I could be more useful at them. Yeah, obviously there was this puzzle that was a little bit confusing because we could solve half of it, but we couldn't solve the other half, which was a little bit odd as to why we couldn't solve it all. Let me just double check whether there was anything else that I missed. Okay, so we did that one. Oh. Okay, I didn't actually realise that opened. Was that open on the last run through and I just completely missed it? feel like such an idiot. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's brought a map. Okay, so we need to get the boat powered up by the look of it. Okay, so we need to get up there. There's a puzzle up there. We could do with getting up there as well. Okay, see, there's more of these puzzles and they just confuse the heck out of me. Like the same with these ones do. So why is that wrong? We've separated the white, we've separated... Why is that wrong? How many of each is there actually? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so there's 12... No, sorry, no, there's 5, sorry. 5, 5, which is 10. So there's 10. There's 10 white, but there's only 6 black. You'd have to have 5 and 3, wouldn't you? So what if you just separated them by colour? So for example, what if you did half of the white, half of the black? Let's try that. So let's try... So that's not going to work because you're going to be left with all of that, ain't you? Okay, hang on. So what if we take all of these and then we take... No, it's still not going to work. What do we actually have to do with these? So many puzzles on this game that absolutely just confuse the heck out of me. But it's interesting that we have access to this area now. Just see what we can do in here. It just seems like now we're just encountering all like the harder puzzles and the ones that are just they're just frazzling my brain. Okay, so these two are the relatively simple ones, aren't they? So this one just literally involves blocking out all the... Okay. Okay, that's that one done, and then this one is where we've got to collect all the black dots. So if we go that way, 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 no. Okay, hang on, go back here. So let's do that. There you go. We'll have more of them. Them are easy. So there's loads of these stone statues everywhere. Well, let's just get that open. Okay, and we'll see what we've got here. Okay, we walk past something. Okay. Okay, that does something. Oh, okay, it lifts that up. Okay, they are actually really confusing ones. Just have a look what else we've got around here. Okay, so this was this way to get back up here, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Okay, so what else have we got around here? There's this, but nothing in it. We've got cables going up there. Then we've got access to this door, but it doesn't really matter about solving that puzzle now because we can get in and out of there. And we can get all the way around. Still just trying to figure out this puzzle in here. So obviously I presume the puzzle lifts each section. Okay, so is it that you've got to dodge the pieces? Oh, okay, it tells you which one you need to get. So we need to get that one. That one. That one. Okay, so... Okay, so they're flashing red. They... Okay, so that's now lit. So let's go with that one. So this is really confusing. So with that one, you drew the line and then before it stopped you pressed that and it locked the line. With this one, you did the same. Yeah, I might need to come back to that. It's really confusing me as to what it's actually asking me to do. I think that is the thing with this game, is that like there's no kind of explanation of how to do a lot of the stuff. You just kind of have to figure it out yourself. Yeah, if I remember right, this was the confusing one last time, because when I looked at it, there's actually nowhere to go. Literally everywhere has got shade on it. So obviously all this was to do with you can't go away of the shade. So let me just see if I can stand here. So there's something there, maybe we need to move that. So that looks exactly the same, it hasn't changed. So I think with these we need to get this, which is these up here, but the problem is these up here don't seem to be lighting up, and that just goes into the ground, so you can't track it, isn't it? So like I said, what I will say with this game is like it definitely gets you questioning yourself, questioning everything that you know or that you think you know. Just trying to see if there's any areas that I missed. Obviously we did come and look at that area, and I think that area was just confusing as heck. Don't know if we looked down here. Don't think we did. Okay, so let's just go back to this first screen. Okay, so okay. These are the shapes, but they're on a smaller scale, so let me just have a look. Okay, so you need a box of 4. But obviously you can't go through there. So that would have to be the box of 4. That there. Okay. And then with this one you need an L shape around it. So what if we went that way, and like that? Okay. So is that basically telling me I have to have it that way? So if you do, it would be like that. That's not going to work because it doesn't match. No, it doesn't match. Ah, it's because there was a gap there, wasn't there? That's why that one worked then. Let me just think. I think I slightly understand them now, but this one is confusing me. Okay guys, I've just been recording all that without realising my mic was off. Suppose in a sense some people might say that's not a bad thing. But let's carry on. Let's have a look what puzzle we've got over here. Okay, that's one of these where we've got to separate the dots. So we need to keep the black together, so... Okay, we had one of these earlier and I remember doing it, but I don't remember how I did it. Okay, so that separates the whites off and the blacks. There we go. Guess I presume this is just the same, just separate them off. Yep. Okay, that's a little bit more tricky, so let's go that way, that way, that way, and there we go. The white needs to be separate from the purple. So if we just do that, that, there we go. And then the purple, hang on. So the white, right, purple needs to be separated first, then the white and the green. Okay, then we got two whites, there's a green in the corner, so let's go and isolate the green first. Actually, hang on. No, this is wrong, it's gonna... yeah. So we've got 4 different colours. We've got to lock every colour off. Go. So we've got 2 blues. So if we do that, we do that, we do that. Where'd that go wrong? Where'd that go wrong? So we got off the blue. Got off the orange. And then we got off the pink. That was it, there we go. So kind of the same thing again, but just... no, hang on. Let myself into a trap there. Let's think about this. So let's isolate off the blues. Okay. No, I still don't think that that's going to work. No, because we ain't cut off the red there. So I think what we might need to do is go down, up, cut off the red supply, go across, cut off the blue supply. So we've got to cut off the blues, the reds. So we've got to do the green's got to be cut off from the red. Hang on, that's not gonna, trying to be a bit too clever there. No. Oh, that is challenging. Just trying to figure out if you can go by kind of colour similarities. So for example, could you group together these blues and greens, the pinks and reds, because they're similar colours? The only thing that concerns me with this is blues. What the hell are those? Blues, greens, maybe? What? How did that work? See, because that was literally a guess, because like pink's similar to red. Green, I can never remember what that colour is called. And then you got blue and like a greeny grey. I ain't got a clue. So if that's the case, could we do this? Could we do a similar thing and the same with this one? So could you do that? Could you do that? No, because the black is in with the green. Is the rule that you can have two colours together and no more than two? Is that the ruling? Yeah, it seems like that's the ruling, that you can only have two colours, no more than two colours in the same area. Okay, so if that's the same on this one then, no more than two. But do they need to be the same amount? So for example in that top there there's two white, one green. Can you get away with that? Should we have a look? No, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. Okay, so what if you grouped those together? Okay, it's another one of them where it resets itself. I'm really confused by these because it's kind of showing me that I can have multiple colours together. So this is making out I can have two colours together, but do the colours need to be the same size? So what if we... Okay, what about if we grouped off the left, the middle and the end? So what if we grouped off like that, left, middle, end? Okay, that works. Two colours within one. Okay. Okay, so what's this in it? Okay, so then with this one, every square is a different colour. So could you not just do it in threes? No. You can't just do it in threes, can you? What if you did it in threes like that? Nope. Okay, so what if we merged them two together? I'm really confused by these. I need to try and figure them out. I am trying to figure out whether it's supposed to be similar colours or not. So, pink and white. What? I was just playing around then. I was literally just playing around then. Let me take 2 seconds then and figure that out. I was literally just playing around then. I didn't actually mean to do that. So you've got pink and white. So you've got 252. Why can they be grouped together? And no, I'm honestly looking at that and I can't figure it out. I literally just did that by accident. I can't figure out what I actually did there. I literally just did that by accident. I'm gonna take it, but I'm not taking credit for that. I didn't mean to do that. Suppose sometimes guessing works. Suppose. Okay, then I presume with this we just gotta separate them up. Okay, so then we get that puzzle. Oh, not that way. That way. And then that way. So, is there any... Is there any purpose to that, or do we just keep going up in the lift? Okay, so if we look at this, we literally just need to isolate those there. And then we need to do... So can we not get up to the top then? Oh, okay. So we've got to find the right one to get the lift moving. Okay. So what about if we isolate the... Nope, no. We're going all the way back down to the bottom. Okay, so we tried that, didn't we? So what about if we tried mixing white and green rather than white and whatever we tried last time? Yes, there we go. Yes. So it's all about mixing colours. Okay, and then we need to light this. So we need to light the top one now then, don't we? So we need to isolate blue from white from yellow, don't we? So the whites need to stay together, don't they? So let's go there. Then we need to cut off the purple, don't we? So you can't cut off the purple there. So what if we go straight down, cut off that there? Yeah, because we've got to lock them in. Yep, lock there. There we go. I'm just waiting to see what happens, because obviously I don't want to touch the lift controls while this is doing this, because I don't know if it's going to turn off the lift. Okay, I think I am going to have to touch the lift. So I think I actually am going to have to touch the lift. Okay, so at least we've lit that one now. So that one's been lit. Do we carry on further around there, or do we make our way back? Because now I understand those shape ones, it's a little bit better. I just need to understand the Y one. Yeah, now I understand the shape one. I feel a little bit better now that I know that. Okay, so we've done that one over there. Should we just keep figuring out this area? Should we do the beach? Okay, there's another map. Okay. Oh, is this like a boat texture to where you texture to go in like a fast place on the map if you need to fast travel? Okay, we don't want to touch that. We're not going to touch it just in case that's what it does. It's like a fast travel option. We're just going to keep having a look around first before we make any commitments to anything. We seem to be back here, but let's just have a look to the left first, see what we've got. See if we've got anything this way first. Anything down here? Nope, just seemed like the water. Okay, so let's have a look up here. So it's definitely weird what's happened to everybody. So I think I might have actually have done the whole like circular of the island. So now it's just kind of figuring out all the puzzles that I've skipped. Okay, so we need to get in there. Do we get access into there from inside the temple or from outside the temple? Yeah, it's got to be inside. Okay, so let's just go in. Okay, there's nothing on that screen there. There's a plant thing lit up here. Is it the fact that we just can't... We're not allowed to go past the tree? Yeah, we can't go past the tree because you can't see. Wow, that is clever. You can't take the line behind the tree because you can't see it. So how do we do it? I think that might be the only puzzle that's in here at the moment. Yeah, I just wondered if it was like about quick movement. but it's not. The other thing I'm looking at is like, is there an area where you can stand where basically the tree doesn't seem to be blocking the light, and I can't see it. It's like these shutters open, and I need to figure out how they open. Let's just go and see if there is any back in here that we can now do with some of the knowledge that we've gained during the other puzzles. Even though, to be honest, I don't actually think there probably is any knowledge we gained. Let's just have a look what we've got. So, that's a mix of shapes. And... Okay, so with them you'd have to make sure that you get that area. So as long as there's the L shape in every one. So is that not just... No. So hang on, in all you'd need 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, you need 15. 10, there's only 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just trying to figure these out. So you get purple. Right. Just have a quick look at all these. So you can have two of the same then, can't you? So if you do... So if we do red and purple... Let's test a theory out here. So if we do red and purple... No, it's not going to work actually. I need to... So what if we just did two of a colour together? So we did that. No, it's not going to work, is it? What if we did that one instead? No. Yeah, I'm literally frazzled with these ones around here. I haven't got the faintest clue what we're doing with them. Okay, so obviously with this one, now I kind of understand it. I know that we've got to have that shape, and we've also got to collect all the dots, haven't we? Have we got to collect all the dots, or is this just one where... Yeah, we got to collect the dots, ain't we? But you just need that within the shape, so could you not... Could we not do that? Hang on, could we not do... Just give me 2 seconds, let me figure this out a bit. So could we not... Could we not do that? No, because that's not going to work then, is it? So what if we did all up there? Okay, we came down. I'm gonna... No, this isn't gonna work. No. No, still won't work. What if we went all the way to the end? Started that off as the bottom. That, like that, like that, like that. And then down like that. No, it wouldn't work, would it? Okay, I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I think I'm just going to leave that there, because we're clocking in at nearly an hour and 30 minutes there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that straight there, and I'm going to go straight into recording a part 3. Just so these videos aren't too long, I'm just going to go straight into recording another one, but it'll just be split up on the channel. Like I said, it's just so these videos aren't massively too long. So yeah, just check out part 3 when I put it on there. I'm going to record it straight away now. So hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Hit that subscribe, and see you guys on the next one. Cheers, thanks, bye bye.